Hey y'all, I'm Amy, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light only, with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, hello, my beautiful and amazing star seers. This is an Orunmila reading. Okay, so I just did an ancestor reading, and I was using the Manifest Light crystal, and it said we are manifest light in the crystal book, so that's what he's starting with, and it said manifest light crystals fill the body with chi, increasing vitality and longevity. So you are filled with chi energy or Christ energy. You can manifest anything that you want. You are manifest light, okay? So it says, for manifestation of anything that you wish, one has only to program the crystal, or you, okay? Program the crystal with a visual image of one's intention and bring in emotions of pleasure and gratitude while doing the visualization. And these types of things are for people who are in control of their elements, is what he was telling me before. If you're focused, like if you're staying in a balanced place, like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, mind, body, spirit, soul type of energy, if you're in control of your elements, then you are able to, effectively program the crystal with anything that you wish to surround the crystal with. So that's my note. And I say the Akashic Library. I think you're just real powerful. We got the light of the world, and we got the scribe at the bottom of the deck. You could be someone who really like loves to intake energy. Like, I'm just full of like random facts and like little bits of information that really didn't make sense to me for a long time. Like, why I would hold on to these things. Like, why do I know so many songs? Like, why all of these little things that I thought were just like quirks that I had by myself, but really that's so I can channel y'all messages with all of these little random tidbits of information. So you could be the very same way. You could like really intake so much information, like you really learn things, you really pick up things like that. You really learn a song, like the song by the third time you hear the song type of thing. Yeah. And then we got the Three of Forces or the Three of Cups, because I feel like now's really a time of celebration for you. You could be missing some sort of message that your guys are trying to give to you right now. Let me see. Okay. So it says an old sage holds a glowing lantern and knocks on a door with no latch. A young man inside is too distracted to answer the knock. Your divine being is trying to get your attention. All it takes is a moment of your awareness to open the door. Though your life may be busy, the opportunity now presents itself for you to move into a higher awareness. It's a great time to open your higher self and all its wisdom and powers. It is your soul, your eternal being, who approaches, but it is up to you and only you to open the door. You, that by taking real and regular action in knowing and feeling the wise, radiant being you are forever, through meditation and study, you can own that enormous love, power, and vision. You can make every day sacred by going within. Once you do, you will know a radiant and greater power in every step and with every word. You will be able to bring this magnificent force to your world, changing your life forever. Okay. So I feel like he just laid it on like real thick, like the capacity of your power. I think maybe you could be distracted with like this element or that element of your life, and you could be sort of ignoring how powerful you are and how easy it is for you to make all the elements of your life work together and in your favor to see whatever you're trying to manifest come true. It's almost like you're focusing on some small stuff, but at the same time you're trying to like manifest this big thing that you want, and it takes a certain amount of energy and a certain amount of balance in your energy in order to attract that thing. Like you have to be a vibrational match, so you have to program yourself to that vibration which you want to be, which matches whatever you're trying to manifest. What else? Interview with a psychic. And then we got power up at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you're being powered up in a major way right now. I giggle because I kind of know what interview with a psychic says. So it says, time to acknowledge the true psychic looking back at you in the mirror. So, what does a psychic look like to you anyway? Does the image include a bandana, bangles, and a crystal ball? Let's take a look. Walk into your bathroom and stare into the mirror. There you go. That's what a psychic looks like. You. When you align with divine, you hear and see spirit beings. You suddenly just know the truth about a situation, or you constantly have divine perfect timing. That means you are having psychic experiences. Maybe that's been happening your entire life. Now you know what to call these events. Have the courage to call yourself a psychic or an intuitive. That is what we call keeping it real. Ooh, it says there is no need to hang a neon sign. However, speaking your truth about your experiences to people you trust and journaling about psychic experiences reinforces them as being real. Ask yourself, am I really a psychic? What proof do I have at this time that is true? It says, am I really supported by my angels on this journey? It says there, now you have interviewed a psychic, you. Okay. So that's why he laid it on so thick with the power in the first card, like, I think they're just not like, he's kind of knocking at your door saying like to open the door to the power that you're already possessing. It's like you're suppressing your own energy at this time, like, because you really don't know, like, I don't know, almost like you have this cliche idea of like what this thing is supposed to look like. Like it looks like whatever the fuck you look like, and however you decide to do your thing that you do. It looks like whatever is natural to you. It doesn't have a specific way that you're supposed to do it. No certain way you're supposed to walk this journey. The map of your journey is located within you. So don't feel the need to like conform to anyone else's standard. Because a lot of times when you're trying to do that, and also you're trying to like program the crystal that is you're having a hard time, because it doesn't feel organic, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right the way that you're going, because you're not being true to yourself and what it is that you do. Sometimes sticking to what it is that you do, the way that you do it, feels better than having a whole bunch of people see what you do. Sometimes there's only a little bit of people who can even, gain from what it is that you do. So do it the way that you do it, because you're meant to do it that way, the way that you do it, to reach a specific amount of people, and also to hit specific vibrations that everybody doesn't hit, so that you can program yourself in a special kind of way and attract special things that most people don't get to attract in a lifetime. Look, surrender above all else is a time for introspection, okay? But only to reflect on the willpower that you do carry and to release any fear or hesitation that you could be having about your journey at this time, you know? And this one is getting my attention too. It say be patient real big at the bottom, you know. But it says it's 700. It says just rewards are entering your life due to your positive intentions, you know. I'm not saying like, you know, you're doing anything wrong, like you have the worst of intentions or whatever. Like, no, you're doing great. I always say that because it's facts. You guys are doing great no matter where you are. But sometimes we can get a little bit fed up with, like, I don't know, I personally, I don't really get tired of spirit. Like, I love them. I love how random they keep things, but everybody doesn't like things to be random or to be like a constant surprise, you know. To some people, they feel more comfortable in a routine, you know, where everything is not feeling so shooken up all the time. And I'm just getting that energy of you could kind of be like that, you know. Like, you really don't like things to be too spontaneous. Like, you really like to have a plan and you really like to know how things are going. And if you don't know, then a little bit of fear and hesitation could creep up within you, you know, and make you doubt your amazing, powerful psychic self, you know. So don't worry about, like, don't pressure yourself to make certain decisions or to make certain moves based off of the decisions other people are making or how they moving, you know. Just do that shit exactly how you do it. I want to see how you specifically, how you do it. Okay. So we got 909. Angels see your efforts, okay, and wish to help you prepare for new challenges. It's like you already at this higher level, you know. It's like they're pretty much just waiting for you to accept the new challenges that they have presented to you with, you know. What else, Orunmila? 525, you are blessed with the ability to see the truth, okay, because you are extremely powerful and psychic, okay. It says force yourself to practice discipline, though, you know. Like, I don't know, maybe when you have fear and hesitation, then you like break off from whatever it is that's really powerful that you do. Like, maybe that's when you're like, you'll go with the flow and then you'll witness like how powerful the energy is around you and how people tend to get like attracted to you, and then you'll get a little scared and you'll pull back and try to, like, you know, basically dim that light a little bit so that you're not attracting so many, I heard, like, weirdos. You know. But, you know, Orunmila is saying, like, don't hide your energy like that from a place of fear. Like, know that you are actually cloaked, and that any weirdos that you run into, you're not running into those weirdos for no reason, you know. So take what you can from the situation that you run into with any weirdos and just keep moving forward, standing and walking in your power. Maybe they're waiting for that to happen before they stop presenting you with that same weirdo type of energy, you know. We got 424 with professional and private changes. It says you have a purpose, find it, you know. So focus on doing what you're actually called to do. I feel like it's this almost this feeling of like you have the thing that you're called to do, and then you have the thing that you focus on doing when you don't want to focus on the pressure of what you're actually called to do. So it says 535, don't be intimidated. Live life to the fullest. Failures, embrace it, okay? It's failures because there's no such thing as failure, you know. What do they say? Nothing beats a try but a fail, you know. But really, there is no fail. Only that try is there. That was like some Yoda stuff. But I mean, for real though, there is no fail, only try. Okay. Only the thing that sticks out is the bravery and courage that you had to even take the step, to even take the leap. And you really do learn so much, especially, in the areas of like business or whatever it is that you might do, professionally, because it says that professional and private changes. You could own a private business or something like this. But in that world, whatever world you're in, sometimes it's cool that you failed. Sometimes you're glad that first restaurant didn't work out or whatever, because now I understand, the way that this thing goes, and I'm managing the money so much better now, and I know what kind of decorations to steer clear of. I know, how to deal with my employees better. I'm better at management. What is the positive things that you're taking from this thing, from this so-called failure that you went through? Are you seeing all of the lessons in that? All the things that you got the opportunity to learn from that so-called failure? Or you're just looking at it as like, another one for, the man or the system or whatever you feel is holding you back. But really, it's just this energy of fear and hesitation because of the time in the past where you feel like you failed, but you really didn't fail. You really learned a lot to take you forward to the next step, to be much more successful than you would have been if you just, tried to drown and, stay in that place where you were. It says the angels love you and are helping you to find your way right here at the bottom of the deck, okay? Always. And under that, it's talking about optimism and confidence in yourself. That's the success, okay? The path to success and happiness, and satisfying and having a satisfying existence. So it's like you might have a thing that you do, you might have different options on the things that you do, but they're saying there's a thing that you love. This is what Orunmila is saying. There's a thing that you love, and you kind of avoid doing it because it reminds you of how powerful you are, and it makes you feel obligated to like share it or to like help people with whatever this talent is that you have. And that is a little bit scary to you. Okay. But this is like an ancestral gift. Okay. I've seen the 10 of Cups. What's surrender? The 10 of Swords. This is what I'm saying. So like we got the Wheel of Fortune, with this release fear and hesitation. Like you don't have to worry about like the same thing happening again. That's not how this shit works, especially not if you pull as much positive energy from that situation and transmute everything else, as much as you do that as you can. Like then you really are moving on from that situation. Then you really are showing God and showing your ancestors, showing Orunmila that you are about your business and you really understand the way that this whole thing works. And you're not only walking through it with that, 3D type of intelligence that you need, but also carrying yourself in a divine spiritual manner and pulling away the best things and walking away from things that don't serve you. And that's why God always gives you what you want, right? With the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, So get more into an energy of celebration about, the gifts you've been blessed with and the responsibility that you have to share them. Like revel in that, be the best at that. And God will bless you for that. Because it's like I said, there's like multiple things that you do, but there's one thing that you do that you love to do more than everything else. And it's like the more you do that, the more tapped in you become. You know what I'm saying? You get to like hearing fucking trees and all kinds of stuff, and it just overwhelms you and amps up your anxiety, and it makes you pull back. Spirit saying like we're trying to really take you there. Like don't pull back. What's 700? Okay, the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, like you already spent all this time being out in the cold, and also there's this feeling of like whatever it is that you love to you, it could feel like really slow, like because spirit can be like that sometimes, like they move really slow with you, that you have really slow progress. It takes a little bit of time sometimes, and everybody don't have what it takes to be that patient with it. They'll be then quit or whatever. But I feel like once you get too deep into it, you're hooked and you will do it forever. So that's why you like pull back out of fear. You just pull back from doing it completely, kind of have it on the back burner, or you could even like have ideas about how you want to do this or how you want to do that, but these are not things that you're doing because there's a certain way. Yeah, you got to put a death to this anxiety, this fear, this hesitation that's telling you that you're gonna lose. You're not. You're in line for the win, babes. Okay, you finna get it. You okay? Come on, look. Like I said, you're in line for the win. You're gonna get it. You just have to open up to these new challenges that are coming in and stop expecting the old ones. What's 525 and blessed with the ability to see the truth? Okay, the Fool, blessed with that beautiful inner child energy that cannot be lied to. Okay, like you walked away, but you walked in towards this energy of stability. And this is going under professional and private changes, like business wise, you have made great decisions for yourself. And I don't know if that was from the other thing that you are avoiding, the thing that you actually love doing to do, or if it's from whatever you have already done that you love to do. Maybe you are in a better place financially from the other thing that you had to do. And Orunmila is just saying, like, now would be a good time for you to entertain that thing that you love so much, though. Something that involves you being all powerful and psychic and stuff. What's 535? And don't be intimidated. The Ace of Wands. Like, there's a new, like, passionate beginning. Like, there's a future. There's a part of your future that is kind of like contingent. It's almost like a gift from your ancestors, but you need to do the work of your ancestors. So it's like there's a big piece of your inheritance, a big piece of your healing is what I'm getting from this Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's a big piece of your recovery in the energies that come from you helping others. Like, not very many people get personal readings from me, and I don't get that many views. I do this because I love doing this, and this is what I am supposed to do for my ancestors and for the divine. Like, this really is my job. I have other things that I do, but I've been given this a lot of energy and a lot of focus. I love the way it feels. I love how focused it keeps me. Like, I genuinely love it. Okay, it's my baby, and I take it seriously. And that's kind of how they want you to be with the thing that you love the most, like with the thing that is your main art. Maybe a thing that you're possibly giving up hope on. Because look, this is the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. There's an opportunity that you want with that thing, but I think that you're being just a little tad bit impatient, and it's like you would rather I understand this though. Like, sometimes I can't always just do that thing I want to do. Sometimes I got to do things that I need to do because I got shit I need to do, but I get that. But he's just saying, like, making a little bit of room, pouring into your cup in that way in order to, like I said, get more of that inheritance energy that you're wanting. Like this psychic powerful thing that you do, that is where your star power lies at and where actually most of your inheritance comes from. So, just like think about that. All right. What's 505 in the Ten of Swords? It says there's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Okay, so this could have been an ex, who stabbed you in the back and why you had to surrender and do all of this types of stuff. Or maybe this is what you could be worried about, like the first sign of somebody like giving any indication whatsoever that they are something like somebody you used to know, like you might be out on them, so like there's this energy of like you not counting people out with that. It says, when my heart's racing, lead me back to my bed, my mind's chasing the things that I can predict. In all my selfishness, I'll find something about me. Oh, he says, deep in all my selfishness, I'll find something about me is not enough. Okay, with that fear and hesitation and the wheel of fortune. That's the energy. It's like, don't be selfish. You're amazing and you need to share that shit with the world. 700. Okay, look at this. With this Ansus, okay? It says Odin, God, ancestors, okay? Look, life stuff right under the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, and the angels see your efforts. It's like we see everything you're trying to do as far as life. We know you got to handle this business and you got to get this money and you got to focus on the things that are important. You can't get too much, into that spiritual stuff and sort of waste time from actually reaching your goals. But they're really saying that there is an easier way for you to do this, okay? It says sometimes grief is the price of joy, okay? Sometimes you got to let go of something in order to replace that thing with something better. So if you're going to, program the crystal with the visual image of one's intention and bring in the emotions and pleasure of gratitude while doing the visualization, then you need to be willing to release something that's in the way of this visualization you're trying to bring into actualization. So it says warning, keep away from children. Why? Moon magic reverse? I don't know. Something about like, maybe it's just like childish energy. Not necessarily like children that need to be, but I think, I don't know. This is energy of really, if I'm being quite honest, this is moon magic in reverse, okay? So, and warning, keep away from children. And then it's you walking toward this stability, going under the professional and private changes, So I think that you've been protected from some sort of moon magic of someone that you walked away from. The new moon was just yesterday, so it's not too far off, honey. And so like, I think you need to keep your professional plans to yourself, whether it's this new steps you want to take, that's kind of outside of your comfort zone, but your ancestors really are pulling you more to that. Or if it's this other more stable thing that you're doing that you hold on to because it brings you what you really need on the day to day. Okay. Either way, don't tell nobody your damn business. Okay. What's 535 and don't be intimidated, and the Ace of Wands, a lot of them. So it says, I'm not an idiot, okay? People are very aware that you are not an idiot. They know that you're very smart. They just like to invade your space a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But these are people with a powder foundation, so you don't have to worry about their attacks or them trying to invade your space or them trying to be condescending or rude or anything like that. These things do not affect you because you're not an idiot and you have repaired everything that was ever, spoiled or soiled in your life. It says, root out weeds before the whole garden is lost. Arresting decay requires a strong effort. So you have arrested any and all decay that ever entered into your life, with these amazing energies that you're in. So they're not saying that you're not going to be successful if you never do what they want you to do for them, because they want you to be happy and will support you in whatever it is that you set your mind and your heart to. But we're just saying you would be a lot happier if you entertain that thing you love the most a little bit more. So this is Black Andrite Garnet, okay? It says, my link with the earth is strong. My energies are pure. I am protected and I am able to manifest my highest good at all times, okay? So just confirmation on what I began with, that ability to manifest. But it comes with that back message, like, but what are you willing to release in order to replace the new that you're trying to bring in? Like, you can't set this intention to manifest all of these great big things, but then not trust your guides or trust these psychic gifts that tell you where all the best moves are at, because you're afraid or because you're having a little bit of hesitation at that time. It's like, if you're going to you're going to believe in the power of manifestation. You're going to believe that you have ancestors and you're going to believe that you have psychic energies. But in that moment, you're going to choose not to believe in yourself when you have the chance to show what you're really actually made of in what they called you to do. So it's like, just be brave and take chances, and you'll be surprised of the outcome, much more surprised than you think. It's almost like whatever it is that they're talking about, like, it's kind of designed that way. It's designed to look like womp womp at the beginning, right? Because they want you to feel like the level of confidence and amazement and joy and appreciation and gratitude and that vibration of love, everything shoots up when you hit that goal. And that's the kind of energy that they want to hit you with, okay? Like, gradually you're being lifted and lifted and lifted up, but you have to meet spirit halfway with that faith, with that belief, with that patience, with the energies of surrendering and not the energies of worry and anxiety. And then I know it's like so much easier so much harder than it actually sounds, than it is to just say it. But I know also that it is very possible if it's something that you focus on doing on a regular basis for yourself. Like, that should be a part of your self-care. We got the Emperor. It was in reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles. But I don't think it goes in reverse. So it says, the Emperor takes command of his dominion, wielding an authority built on experience and respect. Commander William Riker demonstrates this quality time and time again during his tenure on the Enterprise. As the ship's first officer, it falls to him to take control in dire situations and enforce the discipline that Starfleet protocol requires. Riker is quick to assume command when the situation calls for it, and he always does his utmost to protect his crew while still completing the mission. Follow his example in your own sphere of influence and lead with a firm sense of justice and conviction. The force of your authority must be matched by the strength of your resolve. And let me see, what is this one? So it says, no business venture has ever succeeded without a solid foundation. Knowing this, you have begun to lay the groundwork for future success. Patience is a fundamental principle when it comes to profit, and your diligence will be rewarded in due time. Stay the course. And so, this is what I was saying, like, maybe you do need both, but at this point you've been working on this other foundation in this other very stable place, and you have the time now to put into the other more psychic, more otherworldly place where you also enjoy putting your attention, like, it's possible for you to do both. And I think that it will create a very healthy balance into your life, and you might even find yourself ending up wanting to do the thing that you love full time, because out of nowhere that becomes an option, because now you're all in it and your ancestors are like, okay, now we're going to give you everything that you ever wanted, because we know you're all in, we know you were all in this entire time, but now you'll surrender to us and you're letting us to step in and do what it is that we need to do to help you. So Orunmila is just saying, trust in yourself, trust in your journey, and know that you're not making the wrong decisions, but there is more room for more things that you love that will light up your life, light up your energy, and attract a lot more to yourself. So, with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you needed out of this, and I will see you later. Bye.